Welcome to this Mastery Empowerment course from New Earth One Network. This is designed exclusively for your higher self connection and embodiment.
Hello, beautiful women, and welcome to this introduction on the Women's Empowerment course here on the network that I am so excited to be offering. For those of you that don't already know me, my name is Taya, Raine, and I'm just going to hop on in and begin to share what this course is all about and explain a little bit about how I came to work with women. So I've been working with women for over 2 decades now. I also work with men. I do lots and lots of things in the realm of spiritual healing, awakening, and transformation. And I have a very particular passion for being there for women. I love women so much. Women are so beautiful and powerful and deep and sacred. And in our culture, I know that it is all too common for women to not see themselves as such. So my own journey of awakening to the fact of being disempowered, repressed, and traumatized in a Western-based society, that being America, began for me at age 17. And I know that women globally go through traumas that are different to the various cultures, but there is a common thread that we all share in the realm of what it is to be a woman, to be alive, to be on the journey of going from a girl to adolescence to an adult, that are certainly globally recognized. And then there are traumas and conditioning that are particular to Western culture. So in particular, I have so much to offer to women that have been raised in the West, but I also have something for everyone, no matter what part of the world you are from. So when I use the word empowerment, to me what empowerment is about is finding our own center, our sense of feeling whole within ourselves, healing traumas and disconnected, fragmented aspects from our past, discovering who we are, what our purpose is, and living from a place of truth and authenticity, and a deep sense of belonging to ourselves, to spirit and to the earth first and foremost, and from that place weaving the relationship that we have to the outer world, to others, and to society as a whole. So that rather than coming from a place of feeling disconnected and disempowered, we are empowered to be the fullness of ourselves and therefore be in our right purpose, find passion, find inspiration, and live a beautiful life filled with vitality and hope and deep inspiration, and possibly making a huge difference in this world. My own journey of female empowerment began at age 17 when I feel that I really woke up to recognize that there was a path I wanted to be on that was very, very different from the way that I was raised and the things that society around me was telling me I needed to be. So some of what that looked like for me was breaking out of the conditioning of believing that I needed to look a certain way, act a certain way, talk a certain way, and to just begin to shed the layers that I discovered to feel non-authentic to me as a being, and to find my deepest expression of feeling truly liberated and truly free. Once I'd been on that path for a while and I began to really find this sense of wholeness from within, I became very passionate about helping others find the same, helping other women to find that embodiment and to rise. And I strongly believe in women rising together. So this is why I create these courses, and this is just level 1. So there is so much that can be discovered with me. In level 1, we begin to create a container of warmth, of love, of safety, of trust, of support, and we dive into utilizing some beautiful tools to do things like find our true expression, looking at and examining the pattern that women have of being critical and analyzing oneself, of judging oneself, of not feeling that we are ever enough, no matter how embodied we are, always finding the things that are wrong in ourselves. Transforming that into a place of learning to really focus on the qualities that we have and love and cherish, and therefore bringing about more of that. We do things like share our weekly breakthroughs in the area of whatever we're working on. And the support that is created in a container of women is so powerful. So there's so much that becomes available through being in a group of like-minded women who are all focused on rising. I believe in women rising together and deepening together because I believe that it is our innate way of being, and that our culture has not carried that forth into the modern day. There may be many reasons that that has happened, but in ancient cultures, in all ancient cultures, women gathered, women spoke, women shared stories, they shared grief, they shared power, they shared advice, mentoring. There were medicine women and aunties and grandmas, and women just created this beautiful weaving together. And that support created a thriving culture. Women were often leaders in ancient culture. So coming forward in time, as we know, very seldom do women really have a full container that looks like that, and rarely are fully embodied women really guiding the way that our culture is going. I read this quote by the Dalai Lama, this was probably a decade ago, where he said that it was the women of the West who would guide the transformation of this world. And that so matched with so much of the guidance and the dreams that I had had, I believe, since I was a little girl. I've always been passionate about women, just really seeing the beauty, the depth, the strength, and wanting to foster that within women. Probably, yes, since I was a very little girl. So it's of no surprise that my purpose has landed in this way, this being one of my deep passions. We also will have share partners during the week, so you'll pair off and get on a call during the week with your partner in self-exploration and growth, and holding each other accountable for the exercises that we will do. These exercises will lead you to deep healing, transformation, activation of light, connectedness to Divine Mother, connectedness to the earth, and really availing yourself of the most intentional, purposeful movement in life as you heal and as we do that all together. One of the exercises that we're going to focus on in level 1, I want to introduce you to a little bit more specifically here. So this particular exercise is called the baskets. And I have a few baskets here to show you. So in this basket, We place all of the things that we no longer want to carry. This is an ancient practice for women. And we pray over it, and we honor it, and we work with understanding its value, its lesson in our life, and we work with then recycling it back into pure energy through some rituals that we do. And then we take our basket, this one's very heavy, of what we want to be weaving in life. So throughout the 6-week course, we continue to fill our basket of light with all that we want to embody. And throughout the 6-week course, we continue to fill and empty every week the basket of what we are releasing. So this is one of the exercises that we do, and there's more to it, and it is incredibly powerful. We will be doing lots of guided meditations and visualizations that help to empower you and get you in touch with your little girl, healing your little girl, really finding the depth of your heart and healing all that needs to be healed within that heart center, your beautiful heart, and getting connected to the higher self and Divine Mother and learning to weave all of that together. We learn how to align the female presence in a way that is so enlivened and so quickened into a place of deep sensual embodiment and groundedness and power that is unique to the woman's body. And we also learn how to heal our masculine and teach the masculine part of ourselves to be in balance with the feminine rather than crushing it and rather than stifling it, rather than ignoring it. And we teach the two to be in harmony together so that we find that wholeness. We work on things like how to relate better to partners or call in the divine partnership that you are seeking. Learning to work with things like mothering, how to be a stronger, more compassionate, loving mother while filling yourself up with love and light. And we begin to learn practices that do away with so much of the old conditioning around how we age and how we devalue ourselves as we age. Learning practices of incredible vitality, longevity, and eternal youthfulness so that we can choose to be that living embodiment of the goddess without allowing for the hardships of the past of our life to just cripple us over time, causing us to age and decay quickly and kind of going away from life and becoming weaker and weaker. In its place, we learn that we are so full of this vital life force that surely we can actually become more alive and more vital. Now, this doesn't mean that we can prevent every single aspect of aging or every line on our face, this type of thing, no. But it does mean that we can definitely slow down that process a lot. We can reverse so much of the damage that has been done. And we can strike the balance of loving ourselves as we are and knowing the value of ourselves for the being that we are, not what we look like on the outside. Because when we are in that existence of the societal pressure, what happens? Over time, women in our culture tend to feel that they don't have any value, right? We are taught that we are supposed to be this perfect little picture of youth, and that as soon as we move into the different phases of life, that we don't really have value. Whereas in ancient cultures, as women went through the different phases of life, they were actually respected and valued more, and they had that self-worth and value from within. So it was a mirror, the inner and the outer. So what we want here in this course is to enliven and be the fullness of our expression and have that be the mirror that we're giving to society. So that as we rise together as women, more of us rise into a place of leadership, of being guides and healers and teachers and being in our right purpose and finding the livelihood or the sustainability or both of those that are going to be perfect for us, not only as individuals, but for the society as a whole. And what we want on this course is to enliven that feminine practice so much that the outside masculine, the men in our lives and society, by nature begin to transform through that. So it's not us pointing a finger and being upset or being mad at what perhaps the masculine has done in our lives, but it is that in this container we get to understand that, be real with that, grieve, release trauma, and then simply rise to be who we are. Because this is the way of our true sacred divinity. It is simply for us to be who we truly are and clear out all else. So when I say this is what we want on this course, if these things resonate with you and this is what you already want, or you're hearing me say that this is what this course wants to be, this is what I am here to facilitate this course being, and this is like an aha moment for you where you're suddenly recognizing, yes, this is definitely some of what has been missing in my life, then I would love to have you be a part of this course. And now what I'm going to do is guide us on a little visualization meditation to close out this introduction. If you have questions of me, you're welcome to email, you're welcome to hop on a call with me. And I want to say about my journey with guiding meditations and visualizations with women. It's quite extensive. I have guided over thousands of these. It's kind of an innate intuitive passion within me. And it's something that I love doing so much. And on this course, I am actually going to empower you, if you so choose, to learn how to do this, cultivate this, or maybe it's already within you, but to share that on these calls. And so this is a direct way for you to begin to rise in your ability to communicate and to express through guiding other women. I'm also going to invite you all to share your wisdom, to share your health and vitality secrets, what you do for yourself throughout the week as we hop onto an email thread together. So it's going to be very exciting, very empowering, and I promise you that it's going to go deep and it's going to go high, and you are going to become more vast and more aware and more embodied. And if you continue to learn with me and be in these courses, just to give you a sneak peek of where this is headed, we go higher and higher into the realms of priestess. And this being a realm where we rediscover within the female body the place of being the vessel to the goddess. The lineage that I work with goes directly back through Isis in the Egyptian way. And it calls upon many lineages to develop this way of being in deep servitude to the goddess and embodying that in a true, true way. The surrender, where we know we are just the vessel for this. So there is so much to look forward to. And I'm also offering a teacher training so that you can begin to teach these courses yourself. So we're about to hop into the meditation. And what I'd like to do here is just invite you to close your eyes. Sitting up nice and tall, relaxing the face, the jaw, the neck, trapezius, shoulders and arms, reaching the top of the crown towards the sky, rooting the sit bones down to the earth, and opening the heart and the sternum a little bit to the sky. Sitting in that royal, humble meditation pose. Begin now to notice your breath. And I want you now to just really feel your body as a woman. We are all in the shared experience of being in a human body. But what is it like in particular to be in your body as a woman? Begin to really breathe into your body And asking yourself, do I feel comfortable in my body? Are there aspects of my body that I judge, that I have repressed, that I have trauma in, that feel numb or perhaps a little bit asleep? Just observing without judging, just noticing. As you notice some of these things, draw into that awareness. How long has this been so? These things about yourself that aren't in the fullness of enlivened, beautiful, divine acceptance. And was there ever a time where you felt just at ease, comfortable, and alive in the sacredness of your female body? Now I'd like you to imagine that you are standing in the middle of a beautiful meadow. And this meadow is surrounded by a beautiful ring of giant pine trees. And the grass beneath your feet is soft, and you're barefoot. And the wind is touching your skin ever so gently. The soft setting sun is touching your face. Your arms are at your side, and you're just looking around at this beautiful meadow and the beautiful trees, just taking it in. You are the only one there, and you are standing in the very center of this beautiful meadow. The blue sky above has billowy clouds, and you begin to feel yourself soften into this place where you feel safe and protected and alive. Begin now to imagine that you are wearing a beautiful, long, flowing white gown, and it's softly being caressed by the wind, gently touching the bottom of your ankles, gently caressing your arms. And your bare feet begin to feel more rooted to the earth. And you feel your heart spreading open with each deep breath that you now take. You feel yourself just drinking in the beauty of this place with your heart. You feel the soles of your feet beginning to release tension held in the body. You feel your heart spreading more open, and you begin to feel your third eye pulse with light. And you begin to call in a way that you have never called before to Divine Mother. And let us do this together. Divine Mother, we call to you. Divine Mother, I call to you. May I remember that I am born of you, that this body is sacred. May you come and be in this body, in this here and now. I breathe myself open to the Goddess of Light, beckoning to her to enter my crown, my vision, my heart, this body. Let us breathe together, welcoming this divine goddess energy into the body. With each breath becoming more surrendered. With each breath growing softer and yet stronger. And begin to ask from this place, is there any way in which you have felt unworthy of love, unworthy of divinity? Breathing with that, begin to open into a place where you just surrender that to Divine Mother. Imagine now that all Divine Mother wants is for you to be one with her, to remember that you are of her. She doesn't want you to have to hold the burdens and the heaviness, that in fact it hurts, for she loves you and she is you and she wants to be embodied in you. So taking a few more breaths, breathing into this space. Divine Mother, I offer up to you these burdens that I have carried for so long, or in these moments. Through my breath, I release these places of tension, these places of holding back. Divine Mother, I pray to become more and more surrendered, to remember more and more of who I truly am, to surrender to your grace, to your healing, to be a vessel for that in this world. Imagine now that Divine Mother is going to be more with you in the moments after this meditation from here on, for you have quickened this memory in you, rekindled this connection at a deeper level, and together let us give thanks. Divine Mother, thank you for all that you are. Divine Mother, may I come to be more and more the embodiment that you are, as a vessel for your love and compassion and strength in this world. May I be willing to be strong and brave and find the depth of courage to clear away all of the obstacles. Breathe out with me. Here in this meadow, take these deep breaths and open to this place that is yours to come back to again and again, this sanctuary of light, giving your thanks to Divine Mother. And now, becoming even more aware of your surroundings, give thanks to the trees, to the sky above, to your heart, to your body, to the feminine embodiment that you are. And give thanks to the masculine part of you that holds that. Welcome that masculine part of you to grow stronger, to be more aware of the feminine, and to find that deeper place of sensitivity. Feel that masculine energy rooting you down through your feet, feeling those strong pillars down into the earth, connecting that strong energy. Feeling up into your hips and your pelvis and your belly. Feel the sacred, soft, feminine presence that is there. Really feel that part of you. Bring your hands now onto your belly. Breathe into your hands and ask yourself to walk with more care and more gentleness with this beautiful part of yourself, the core of your sacred feminine presence. Bring your hands up to your heart. Breathe into your hands and give thanks to yourself for being present to this meditation, to yourself, to creation. Slowly, ever so slowly, find yourself floating back to your space, feeling more empowered, more aware, more connected, perhaps opening to new things. And imagine that you are holding a beautiful white basket And into this basket, you put these treasures that you have discovered in this meditation, there for you to keep, to cherish. Place that basket somewhere symbolically to the side of you. Bring your hands now to your heart, giving thanks to this time and space together. I'm going to welcome you to slowly open your eyes, and with a lot of surrender, I'm going to open my eyes and just offer you my love, my compassion, as Divine Mother flows through me, that you may feel her grace with you, and a beautiful, deepened glimpse of what is to come in this container. Slowly opening our eyes. Thank you, beautiful women, for being here. There is so much that we are, so much that we are becoming. I welcome you into this container to be held in so much support, so much love, so much compassion, so much honor and reverence. Each and every one of you has so many gifts to share with everyone that will join, and with me. I love learning and growing from all women. And with surrender, I offer you the basket of these teachings that this course is. If it is right for you, please join me here in this beautiful space. And if you have more questions, please hop on a call with me. I look forward to meeting you all. I live on Maui, and as you know, in the Hawaiian Islands, we say aloha. Aloha.